Good morning, children. Myself, Rajesh Dikruz. I welcome you to the e-learning classes provided by St. Michael's Academy, Betia. Okay, children. So we are talking Civics, Standard 8, Chapter 3. And the lesson we are going through is Parliamentary Government. And this is my third video. Earlier we have talked about the parliamentary government. Why did India adopt a parliamentary form of government? Union legislature, parliament. Today we'll talk about the Lok Sabha. As I have told you, in the parliament there are two houses. One is Lok Sabha and the other is Rajya Sabha. The Lok Sabha is called lower house, as though it is very powerful, because the member of the Lok Sabha are elected by the universal adult franchise. So let us talk about the Lok Sabha in details. So children, as you know, India is a large country and it is in the second number in population. Because of being a very large country, it was difficult to rule or control all parts of India. So India is divided into 29 states and 7 union territories. And from each states and the union territories, members are elected for the Lok Sabha. There are 530 members in the Lok Sabha from the states and 20 members are from the union territories. And 2 are Anglo-Indian community who are chosen by the president. Children, in the Lok Sabha, maximum there should be 552 members. But now at present, our country, India, as being 29 states and 7 union territories, divided into constituencies, and there are 545 constituencies. So at present in India, in the Lok Sabha, there are 545 members in the Lok Sabha. So children, as I told you, in the Lok Sabha there are 545 members. One of them is a presiding officer, who is called the Speaker. The Speaker conducts the proceedings and maintains order in the houses. After him, there is a Deputy Speaker who carries the functions in the absence of the Speaker. Now let us talk about the election. The people who are chosen by the citizen of the country are called representatives. They rule over the country. They are the member of the parliament, and also they are called MPs, member of parliament. People choose their representatives through elections, and voting is done by a secret ballot after every 5 years. The candidate with the highest number of votes represents that constituency in the Lok Sabha. The qualification to become a member of the Lok Sabha: a person must be a citizen of India. He should be mentally sound. He should not be bankrupt. Must not be holding an office of profit. It means talking that the person who stands in the election and becomes a member of Lok Sabha, he should not be in any government post. Next availability is he should not have a criminal record. Also, he must not be disqualified under any other law passed by the parliament. And the last is he must disclose information on assets and liabilities while finding the nomination form for elections. So these are the qualifications of the member of the Lok Sabha who are called MPs. Their age should be 25 years. They can be beyond 25 but not under 25. Children, so you must know the qualifications and the ability to become a member of the Lok Sabha. Children, the party which secures the majority and gets the maximum seats in the election of the Lok Sabha forms the government. They are called ruling party, and the parties which are defeated in the election, they have won the elections but their majority is not complete to form the government. They are called opposition party, and they are also as important as Lok Sabha because they keep a check on the policies of the ruling party. Now children, let us come to see the Rajya Sabha. You know, I have told you that in the parliament there are two houses. The first one is Lok Sabha, which is called lower house, and the other one is Rajya Sabha, which is called upper house. But it is not as powerful as the Lok Sabha. In India, the maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha can go up to 250. But at current strength of Rajya Sabha is 245. Children, the member of the Lok Sabha are not directly elected by the people. They are indirectly elected. At present, 238 members are elected from the states and the union territories, and the rest 12 are nominated by the president, who are distinguished members from the field of arts, literature, science, sports and social service. Do you know by whom the member of the Rajya Sabha are elected? So you must know that the member of the Rajya Sabha are elected by the state legislative assembly. Therefore, they reflect the interest of the state they represent. That is why children, the Rajya Sabha is often referred to the Council of States. Children, you know I have told you the member of the Rajya Sabha are not as powerful as the Lok Sabha, but when the laws are made, their opinion is also considered valuable, although they have less power regarding the forming of laws. You must know that the Vice President is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha and he presides over their meetings. Ministers of states have independent charges of some ministers as they are placed under a cabinet minister. Also, deputy minister assists the cabinet minister and minister of states. Okay, now come to the elections. As I have told you, the maximum strength of the Rajya Sabha is 250. 238 members are elected from the states and the union territories and 12 are nominated by the president. But at present we have 245 members in the Rajya Sabha. Their term and conditions. The Lok Sabha's term is 5 years and it is called temporary house. That means after 5 years it is terminated. But Rajya Sabha is called permanent house. Only 1/3 of its members retire after 2 years. Vice President is the presiding officers of the Rajya Sabha and the elected members of the State Legislative Assembly elect the members of the Rajya Sabha. The availability of the member of the Rajya Sabha is same to same as Lok Sabha. Only the difference is age. To become a member of the Rajya Sabha is 30 years, but I have told you to become the member of the Lok Sabha is 25 years. Okay children, so I will stop here today and we will have again in the next video with the new topics. Okay children, so write the question and answer of the taught questions and you write with the objectives, because I know and I see many copies are coming which don't have the objectives. So you must write the objectives also. Thanks for watching my video. Children, submit the copy in the school and you can take the copy just after a week from the day you have submitted. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.